Have we got one for you today? Thick cut pork chops with a Chipotle blueberry sauce, air fried Brussels sprouts with candied bacon. It's gonna be good. Let's get started. Okay, first things first, I seasoned up our pork chops. Look at that. Look at that. Will you look at that size? That's a thick cut pork chop. We're gonna put it in the oven for 250 degrees for about 25-30 minutes till I get to about 120 degrees internal temperature. Then I'm gonna sear it in a hot skillet till I get to 145. So I'm gonna get these in the oven and then we'll go on to the next step. All right, I'm gonna get that in the oven, set at 250 degrees, like I said, for about 25-30 minutes. Okay, now for the bacon, I used salt, pepper, garlic powder, brown sugar, and cayenne pepper. So a little sweet heat action going on. Letting these rest, get crispy, chop them all up so I can sprinkle them on top of those Brussels sprouts. I got another batch going because I almost ate this batch. They're so good. That sweet, a little bit of hit from the cayenne. I love these. And this is the same bacon I use for that collard greens and the black eyed peas that I made. So that pork jowl bacon, thick cut, wonderful. Got some leftovers? Remember, don't throw it away. Make something out of it. All right, so I got them out. They're at 125, but that's okay. And then, so I've got my cast iron skillet here, oil heating up, and then we're gonna put the pork chops in here to sear. All right, now we got that cast iron nice and hot. Look at that smoke. All right, let's get that pork chop in there. You want about 2 minutes per side, all sides, even the edges. Remember, this is a thick cut pork chop. All right, see, that's what you want. You want that nice crust, just like on a steak. Let's keep on searing away. Okay, so after you get that nice crust that you're looking for, let's go ahead and flip it. And then we're gonna add some butter to the pan. Now with the butter in the pan, we're just gonna baste the pork chop. Give it a nice little butter bath. Everybody likes a butter bath. Make sure to get the sides as well. Get all sides. Next up, your Brussels sprouts. Take off the first layer of your Brussels sprouts so they're nice and clean. I soak them in water for about 10 minutes. Kind of helps them get a little softer inside because we're gonna air fry these. And then I seasoned it with just salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic powder. On the pork chops, I seasoned it with salt, pepper, garlic powder, paprika, and that's it. Very simple seasoning, because really the flavor that I want on those pork chops is that Chipotle blueberry sauce. So I'm gonna get these in the air fryer. We'll get these fried up, and then we'll move on to making the blueberry sauce. All right, so let's get our Brussels sprouts into the air fryer. Most countertop air fryers, I do recommend that you preheat them. Really cool thing about my GE Profile double oven is that it has an air fryer mode and no preheat is necessary. That's cool. It's not a flex, just letting you know that's a cool feature. Probably why I bought the oven. So let's get these in there. Okay, so into the air fryer mode. There it is right there. And we're gonna set it at 375. Start. And like I said, with this oven, you don't have to preheat. You can put it right in there. All right, so it's been 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and check them. Oh yeah, they're coming on nice. Go ahead and give them a shake. And I think these will be done in about another 5 minutes. All right, it's been another 5 minutes, and I'd say they are good to go. So let's pull them out. There you go. Get them on the towel, make them count. Let's take a look at that. Those look good. I'm gonna drizzle it with a little bit more olive oil. Take these off. Look like Michael Jackson. So I'm gonna drizzle it with a little bit more olive oil and just let that sit. I got another batch of that bacon too that I made. Look at that. Now this one I'm gonna leave whole. This one's gonna eat. And with this one also, I went ahead and added some rosemary. Oh, phenomenal. Important with this, make sure to spray your rack with nonstick spray. I didn't do it the first time, which is okay because I ended up chopping the bacon because I'm sprinkling on top of the Brussels sprouts. But if you want to cook it whole, you're going to want to spray that rack so that they come off real easy and doesn't rip on you. So these are going to be real good. And also, if you notice some sound difference, my microphone broke, so I got to get a new microphone. Things happen. Things happen. All right, so now for our blueberry sauce, you're gonna need a cup of frozen blueberries, 1/4 cup of maple syrup, 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar, the juice and the zest of half a lemon, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of chipotle, and 1 sprig of rosemary finely chopped. Oh, and last but not least, 1/2 teaspoon of ginger paste. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab all those ingredients and I'm gonna put them in a pot and we're gonna simmer for about 8 minutes. All right, let's get it plated up. All right, so let's get a taste of this. Gosh, that looks fantastic. Those blueberries, Brussels sprouts, soaking them in water for 10 minutes is the right thing to do because it made it crispy on the outside, but tender on the inside. So that was a good tip that I got online. So definitely do that. Man, where's my bite here? Oh, also, you're gonna wanna take into account too how thick your meat is. That didn't come out right. You're gonna wanna take account how thick your pork chop that you're gonna cook is. That didn't come out right.
Very important.
You're gonna wanna check out how thick your pork chop that you're gonna cook is, because that's gonna determine how long it's gonna take. It took, like I said, I put it in the oven to get to 125. It took about 30 or so minutes to get to 125. And then you're gonna wanna sear it to get to your 145. So depending, if it was thinner, I think it might have taken less in the oven, but these are double bone pork chops, they're thick. So anyways, just a little tip for you. All right, let's get to tasting because these look divine. Let me see, where is my bite? Oh, that looks good right there. Ooh, you know what? Right there, meat, got some fat on the edge. That's gonna be it, right there. Oh, that's perfect. And you can go a little under. A little pink is not bad with pork. Remember, 145 is done. You do not have to go overboard with pork. Let's get some of that blueberry. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. I'm so excited. My mouth is watering. I'm about to choke. Go! Oh my God. Remember, if your food don't make you dance, add some paprika. Oh, that pork came out perfect. And I was nervous. I'll be honest, I was nervous. But like I said, if you cook to temperature, you can't fail. You can't fail. If you're trying to cook to the juices run clear, you got dry pork. So cook to temperature. That I cannot express that enough. Oh, so juicy. Season it well. I'll put in the descriptions what I season it with, but season it to your liking. Put it in the fridge for at least 2 hours, but overnight is the best. That's pretty much a dry brine. You leave it in the fridge overnight and you got yourself a dry brine. It's gonna hold that moisture in because that is moist, delicious. You get that crust on the outside from that sear. That blueberry is sweet, savory with that rosemary. You get a hint of that ginger. Ah, I mean, this is just phenomenal. Go me. Oh, and that balsamic vinegar, so good. Let's get into these Brussels sprouts. I got that bacon. So good, folks. Please try this. Let me know what you think. This came out phenomenal. I'm so excited that it did because, like I said, those pork chops are so thick, I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but that turned out phenomenal. Eat well, my friends. Eat well.